there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on! Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Ta! Yeah! 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 Ta! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
And no, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde. Huh.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing! The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Linny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Investing.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
O Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking...
But you're actually right on time. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep...
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling.
Yeah, we'll just... Hey, Traveler. Maybe.
Excuse me, I would be.
Oh! Wait, that's not it, Paimons. Sorry.
A friend.
Oh, so nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just.
It is an honor, and as a.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an...
Miss.
Wait.
Allow me to...
Whoa!
No offense. And by the way, there's some. I believe she. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the High...
All right.
Yay! The show's finally about... Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be...
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please.
Hello, Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show.
Oh, good point. That's what makes...
Now, without further ado, I know you might miss her, but don't... Oh, and you never know what can happen in the... A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
can disappear and then reappear out of nowhere.
If we could see to appreciate.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many, in which case, so for my next trick, please, there are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One, I'm sure our luck, now please.
Wow. Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does...
The lucky audience member will be generated. It selects now then, let's begin. Oh, please, come forward. My assistant will take you... I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. You don't need to... If the map...
Oh.
All right, like this. 60, 59, 50... I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black Oh, and no...
Ooh! Paimon kind...
No, that won't do. Come on. 60! That's right, perfect!
54? Why aren't you counting?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting. Merely a.
Oh! Alright. You look so serious.
40! 30! Mr. Linney!
Yes, he would be a...
Even though he's saying that, Lenny... Ah, what was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway...
24! What's wrong?
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't...
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect.
19!
It seems things aren't quite going as... It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know 10 seconds and change is still plenty.
10!
Almost there now.
8!
Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
What happened? Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the... Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the... As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box. And after an initial search of the area, it appears that and there are many...
That's the case that...
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was...
Oh,
This all occurred during your magic show, now that I think about it.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would—
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina.
I just think that he... Well, I think...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
A kidnapping.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was... But with... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and...
Well, traveler, are you willing to act as Miss... Very well. Linny and the audience may be...
A day...
Sorry about everything that happened.
Of course!
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but good to hear. I'm sure I don't know what... As for how, even a skilled and knowledgeable
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. I'm about them, don't worry.
I think they look cute on you.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the good thing you...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Since we're...
Oh,
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose... But if we should go...
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation... Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that...
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspect. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell. This is the real... However, if you look carefully, the box with all these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard. If anything, the more...
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends? So I know I've seen a lot of cases. And sorry. Anyway, you mean...
I see that you're in... If you find any...
We don't have... The FUD?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with... I'm of the opinion when the pirate...
Wait.
Perhaps the balance... Oh, that's true.
That does...
The investigation...
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Linny used the... Well...
It turns out, I'm sure you are... In other words...
That much...
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case. Linny's magic...
Lenny's still talking. I think some...
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa! Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something... Wait!
The seats were all booked in advance. Sure. Her name is Halls. Apparently, the magic troupe. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems. I'll need to be. It is of utmost.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorn.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating, and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Meluse.
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No.
Okay.
All merely... That's right. Judging from...
Really? But...
Intuition. Naturally. Farina sure was... But that... Anyway.
Sounds...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial?
Well...
And why would that be?
Most astute, no matter how, and if that can be...
All right, now.
Wait! That's more like it.
Far be it you wished.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got...
I have nothing to...
Oh.
We'll be making some... Sorry, but...
Were you always...
Yes! So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
How can you be...
Well, I couldn't see, but still, we
So, it's safe to say... Alright, thank you for your help. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just
very good.
You may spare.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the... Sorry, I got a little... And these are my companions. Would you...
Oh.
Well...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, but before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic, remembering the details of a trick.
Huh.
Ah, good eye. That...
the back? You mean the...
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box?
I knew you'd figure out the 2 match. See this the box with
this trolley can...
I see.
Precisely.
So that...
Once the box, the audience member would only be...
Right.
Ah, yes, my assistant.
And what about...
I was in the...
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And...
I mean, and that...
So that's how it all worked.
Lynette would bring... And then but as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really don't...
If not for that, and yet, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette...
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing. Her clothes are here.
Right. Ugh. Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for...
Whatever it...
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which...
Oh! Paimon knows! And here's a broken... What is this place?
It seems someone...
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways... Oh, you're right! Let Paimon... Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. It seems to me that there...
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in novels!
In other words,
Charges? That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Orator... That's right. The statements were, to put it simply...
this also precludes any kind of...
Once both sides, then...
Huh?
In practice, because we've...
There can... And even if the...
I'm ready to break.
Of course. I just...
In that case, let's just sort out our finding... I mean, what better...
Just kidding! Just kidding!
What do you mean?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come...
Wait, you're carrying...
Yes?
I have eggs.
These three are quite the interesting group. From the way you had these two guys carrying, but you ended up doing...
I was a plot.
And I was giving encouraging...
Don't underestimate... Anyway.
Only...
Well, eating...
Tea is ready to be served. No need for...
All right, then. However, the magician...
Exactly! Why would they...
The flower vase resulting in the... Perhaps the criminal...
Paimon thinks that...
True, but...
Could I...
That's right. And even if she... Nor does she have...
From the sound, your macarons are...
They are my specialty after...
What?
Please don't worry about it. At my...
Besides, Paimon knows that if she... Wait! Even you don't believe... If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
I'll be loose. Making sure everyone gets 3...
Exactly!
As you wish.
And I have the...
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't... It would be...
All right.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to... I'll be back if I find...
All right, it's time to put our heads together. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone... Besides...
Thanks, Nav.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation?
To be honest,
No.
Well, now, don't you all look That was to be but don't let that stop you. I shall be
Since both, firstly,
Yes, of course.
thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once.
Yes.
In that case,
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way.
That is simply your hypothesis based on
Oh,
the roaring countdown of.
and
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard.
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was right by.
look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial...
I've got a feel.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what.
Indeed, that your first priority. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really...
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell...
order! First, when the thud was heard in the are these claims... Please answer my question.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to this.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your...
Is that really?
The defendant...
Order! Your request...
In that case...
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We based our... not to set...
I know you've... but our organ...
Right now, we want to...
That's right. I knew if... That's why I didn't... The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about every... Right. You met a but still.
Sorry.
Well, you're both right. Let's hear...
Of course. We've been trying during our from that moment.
Is that why you need...
That's right. So after...
That air vent was created during...
Well, what should have been... That voice on the way back. After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that...
That's the only...
So, it was never... But like I...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a...
The current problem is, if we want to refute the hype... Huh?
Both parties have returned to their positions. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective. As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an He did not realize that finally he used the vase to knock her out. But at this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, so Linny proceeded. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his and there you have it. That's the trick.
Does the defendant's side have any...
The key to refuting.
Linny went to the room. According to Linny did not.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has set. When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something with the crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. Finally, he reached the... Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe that he knew.
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. You're saying that he wasn't.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more That's this me the same
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Huh? That can't be right.
Oh, is that...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be... The deceased's name is Cowell. The sound we heard may have come from a clap... The deceased's name is... No one entered or... Linny was not in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was in the... The sound we heard may have... It would have been tough for The deceased's name is... It would have been tough for The deceased's name is... Halsey's clothing was in... Linny was not in the tunnel. No one entered or... It would have been tough for
What's wrong, Traveler?
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not just like the...
If only...
Well, that would be nice, but it's not like this is a magic trick.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a cloud. The deceased's name is The vase was not broken.
Paimon gets it! Lynette escaped from the... If there...
How could a person ever be magic trick?
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of... Since Cal was the deceased, but given that we aren't...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to... Guards!
We are still examining the item. We discovered several test tubes of fluid with the notebook in his back.
The primordial...
The note's contents also... The notebook has... One of these two... The notes also... As such, we...
You've gotta be...
Could something so...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means... Just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your part?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Still, guards, Mr. Linney.
Of course, if we uphold...
Right! Like the metal hood! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that.
The water from the primordial sea. Now it seems like the rope that held the water. Lynette was in the magic. The deceased's name is... The water from the primordial... I remember there was...
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention... His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite...
Thank you, Your Honor. And we...
What?
That can't be. Does this, my dear... Linny did not need... Having made that upon... Ultimately, he now, as... Am I right?
We've used up all... Is this the end?
Oh no!
I believe this is indeed... Now then, excuse me.
Miss, I'm...
Oh, come on. I'll show you in a minute.
No offense.
Come on now, but once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth? And wouldn't such a... Come on, but as the magic makers and stars of the show...
I understand.
And what?
Wait.
To be clear, I was hiding outside this room listening. I was just feeling... Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't... I heard that's how I make a living, but I...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meropide, so I wasn't going... There was... I slipped out...
Can a person even hide it?
But I swear, had I known...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we... Hmm. 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 The flower of... Hmm. Hmm. Lillian. Hmm. The strange...
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected, her panic only and hearing the commotion, he did not know that mistakenly, but the two broke with no way of escape.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were...
At this point, all the... rather...
Now then, Lady for... Please, and...
What? No, I have no further.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the chief, the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, with some modifications to cover up any evidence, he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop, and he poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the... If all had gone to plan, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked on Lillian according to her... As for Linny, from this... While there is much in Linny, in this case at least... As such...
Great. Thank you all. Thank you.
Next, how did you...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect... I'm sure you know...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn your...
We were supposed to place...
And now that you're... Therefore...
Yes, our boss. It can also... We've been...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak to, but still... I guess I didn't approach you with... As for what... That was how Father, who you might know as...
The knave?
That's right. Back when our parents... To survive, I took to my surprise before long.
So you went...
That was how we... But... He would come...
That doesn't...
After one... I waited the answer he...
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed all I saw.
So,
That's right. Father, the house of... I was hesitant, but she was...
Oh, so...
She has gained...
So...
That's right. Today's case, everyone at home to us orphans...
So... From smell...
It's alright. I just hope if you should need anything at...
Bye, Linny!
Hey there! What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for...
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides! And...
I see. Sorry.
Don't say that.
And we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having... Wait!
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be a...
You don't have to...
Oh, one...
All right, then.
I came here several times with my father when I was little. But...
Oh, don't worry!
And that...
Ooh, everything looks so good!
Why, of course! Go ahead, try whatever you like.
And if it...
Well...
Yeah! Oh, we called the...
Oh...
Speaking of cases...
Well... We've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't...
Right? Yet, in such investigations, even the small... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't... It's easy, which is exactly why the Spina... Those high... Let's talk about something else. Like,
That's true.
I've heard that there's a lot...
Yeah. Guess that's...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance... I'm sure Lady... I can personally testify that this one works. Valid point. I overlooked... You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens...
You mean that if we catch her, well, why don't we give it a try?
Huh? No.
Alright.
Is that so? If we're all
Yeah.
This is about...
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so...
Okay.
Hey, Navia! What?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover. So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in any case.
See ya! any people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last.
Vache?
Looks like we're back here at. Huh?
Vache?
Hey! Huh? Hey! Traveler! Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. My memories. How much have I lost? How many things that I once. Yes, that is what I was. What I do not know how I came. No matter. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such. No! The thought of me. If you meet Vache, tell him, perhaps, if only I could have comforted him. Is that what it was? I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water. I think I hear your farewell then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, I believe that
Mr. Callus's last.
Do not!
Sorry, Demoiselle.
Thank you for.
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know your performance.
And
None of these I can only
what?
Yes.
I will continue. Right. I suppose that's the best news.
Demoiselle, I believe.
I know, she's.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we. Those guard. Oh, and there was that champion duelist named.
Oh, come now. As such.
It will take.
If it.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were.
Well, to be.
Huh?
Yes. After we parked, that the Fanta tasted Fanta.
So the.
Yes.
Spina de.
Huh! Real?
I sent people to hotel. That's when I figured out.
What?
Well, speaking of which.
Well, oh, and this time Paimon. Does that.
That doesn't sound like too much of a.
New intel?
Well, Oh. Vache, since he's but he never gave testimony. Yes, thank you. Oh, you.
Well, and besides, we're in this.
Demoiselle, do try not to look.
You talk too much. We also have some
Don't worry, you.
It's right.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't.
Very.
I shall find.
Thank you, Malus. Now.
This is
Your accommodations have.
After all, we don't.
Seems like it. You're.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow.
And no. My father's name is Cat 3 years ago.
Oh no.
But at the time. But strangely, that even after being how could he protect his honor? The closest piece of info I have. That's right. However, I must know what really. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hit, and now, here I...
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered it. Master Callus did so. Even our supporters decreased greatly.
Wait! If Callus was such a good man...
no. Perhaps people love watching the
But how could...
There is one.
Oh! Her? Yeah. That's not...
Miss Cloran. She knew Master Callus. There was.
Don't worry.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us. Yes, that is our.
All right. Anyway, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep. Whether it be is swamped too.
Paimon slept, huh? Nav?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place.
Paimon gets... But...
No, I just returned after going out for a while.
Wait.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. I suspect... No. And that is the archives, kept by...
So Nervalette maintains an archive of case files? In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! My apologies! The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Please state your business here. The chief...
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't...
See?
Yep. Paimon can... If you're here just to...
No.
Oh, yes.
We're here today. Of
course.
All right then, I'll let you through. The chief.
Thank.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, most.
It's all right.
We're looking for.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to touch?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain there are no records of him.
Traveler?
Is that so?
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how your father
And what? Are you trying to. No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. You even told in your eyes that if you truly. Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from everything? What there are still. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry.
You and my father, it's not so much. Oh well, my apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh?
So you're saying, yeah.
I really? All right.
Yeah,
Do you want to go with... All right.
Whoa, what a huge ship!
There's no... My father was a gigantic and glamorous ship, embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright...
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when Paimon was confused by a group, but now that Paimon has seen this ship...
Well...
Apologies. You said before that you still...
You still remember?
Yes, the case was quite...
Could you tell?
Yeah, of course. Many years at a glance.
Wait!
Yes. If you drink, and if you were to, as he over...
Bosses not only...
Yes. Recognize the man's name that night, but then...
Huh?
Sounds just like looking back on it, though. Precisely. But, considering it now, you're right.
Jacques was an imp. I think that... On that note, however... Our abode... Even though there's no...
If that's indeed what he wished, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful, did he think I've never accepted? I want to...
Davia.
This is indeed...
So you do know something else, Maloof?
Yes, but what...
What?
And the serial 5 year knowing all, but as long as if something...
Right.
As we've seen...
No, I don't believe it. He never...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard. Especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as...
So he
I'm afraid you're not understanding. If Bosses... I'm sure...
No. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to... Yeah. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Maloose, what was the key
It's the elope when he was... But if...
Why? If we...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting... There's no telling, but the worst...
Then...
Well, you...
But things...
You sound like you've put a lot of...
I am the I've always been willing to take on any kind...
Thank you for all of that, Maloose.
Let me think. When I announced if the vendor... After the first...
Huh?
Yes, thanks to his... There's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guilt in the beginning.
So...
Yes, it's...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information. Although the guard... Since...
I see. To think...
If you want to... You're too... And before I forget, prove it after that, if it might...
Aw, thank you.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can...